My biggest question in life sometimes is like, why do the worst things happen to the best people? You ever like know that one person, whether it was in school, at your job, at work, they're like just the nicest person. They come to school ready to learn, they go to work, they just do their work and they go home, but then they just tell you like the saddest things in life like ever. Like you couldn't even imagine going through something like that in your life, but these people are so strong and they keep going even when life like tears them apart. Like the nicest people that I've ever met hide some of the deepest, darkest things you'd ever imagine. I remember this one kid in high school. His name was Christian. He was a nice kid. He was a little bit of a delinquent. He would get in trouble on the bus. He would get in trouble in class, but he was still a nice kid. Like he was nice to everybody. He didn't really care about his grades a lot, which in turn, that's how he got into the Navy. And this was a couple years ago. He enlisted into the Navy. He was saying goodbye to everybody, and I just told him like, "Good luck, man. Like you're a good dude. Just go in the Navy. They'll take care of you. Even though you're not going to college, even though you're not going to trade school, the military for the most part at least tries to take care of you." And I said, "Dude, when you get out, shoot me a text. Let me know how you're doing." And he did. He went through boot camp. He did really good. He had himself an apartment. Sorry if I'm kind of mumble jumbling a little bit, but yeah, he had an apartment. He was doing good. And it was New Year's 2 years ago. He made the worst decision of his life. He was depressed because he was 6 to 8 hours away from home, and he let those depressive thoughts win. He was on his motorbike leaving a party. He was drunk. People said that he left the party a little angry, and unfortunately, a cop tried to pull him over. The cop started chasing him. He went down a interstate exit, but the exit was closed by concrete barriers. And like I said, he was on a motorbike, and he unfortunately crashed into them, and he died. But like all I can imagine is like this kid's family, this kid's girlfriend, his brothers and his sisters. Like I said, he was the nicest kid. Yeah, he got in trouble, but like his life is just as valuable as the next person. And this was a couple years ago, so he was 19, 20 years old. He wasn't even legally able to drink, and I think he was scared that he was going to get in trouble. He thought his life was over in that moment, and he could have still rebounded from that, dude. Like the amount of thoughts that he was probably going through, like, oh my god, I'm drunk on a motorbike, I'm not 21, I'm in the military, like, and the way that his brain just snapped, like he had to run, and in that moment he thought he didn't have anybody, is the saddest shit on planet Earth, dude. And there's other stories like of families, they're hardworking, like mine. My family is the hardest working family on planet Earth, and I will fight you to the brick wall with that. My family, we work our asses off. All of us working 40 to 50 hours a week to live in a state that is so goddamn expensive. I live on the East Coast, and just for us to just scrounge enough money to not even be able to go on vacation all the time, not even to be able to enjoy ourselves. That's why I work so hard, man. That's why I work so hard at my job. I work so hard at this content shit. I take care of myself physically, mentally, financially, because that's what my family's done for me the last 23 years of my life, is just taking care of me. And all I want to do is repay them for those years that they've sacrificed for me. That would give me the best honor and the best ability as a young man, is to be able to repay them. I feel like it would be embarrassing and dishonorable for me to not be grateful for every day on this planet Earth. Every day I can wake up, I can go to work, I can hit the gym, I can post on social media. The whole moral of this video is that life can be taken from you in any given moment. A plane could crash into your house and you could die. That's how precious our lives are, and to just take every day with a grain of salt and be grateful for every experience that you have.